The question that changes everything. What if everything we believe about human knowledge is backwards? What if ancient humans didn't know less than we do, but more? More about the stars, more about the sky. Knowledge before technology. Today, we rely on advanced instruments to understand space. Powerful telescopes, orbiting satellites, complex mathematical models. But ancient humans had none of these. No lenses, no digital calculations, no modern tools. And yet, they mapped the sky with stunning accuracy. They tracked planetary cycles. They predicted eclipses. They understood patterns that take modern systems to calculate. So the question is not whether they studied the stars, but how they understood them so well. The precision problem. Ancient structures across the world are aligned with celestial bodies. Not roughly, not symbolically, but precisely. Some align with solstices, others with equinoxes, some with specific stars or constellations. This level of precision requires deep understanding, careful measurement, long-term observation. But even that may not fully explain it, because some alignments suggest knowledge that goes beyond simple observation. The sky as a system. To ancient civilizations, the sky was not random. It was ordered, structured, predictable. They saw patterns where we see distance. They saw meaning where we see data. The stars were not just lights. They were part of a system that could be studied, understood, and possibly used. Knowledge without explanation. What makes this mystery deeper is not just what ancient people knew, but what they did not explain. They recorded movements, they built alignments, they tracked cycles, but they rarely explained how they reached these conclusions, as if the knowledge itself was already known, already understood, already accepted. Knowledge without explanation. What makes this mystery deeper is not just what ancient people knew, but what they did not explain. They recorded movements, they built alignments, they tracked cycles, but they rarely explained how they reached these conclusions, as if the knowledge itself was already known, already understood, already accepted. A different kind of intelligence. Modern intelligence is built on calculation, measurement, technology, but ancient intelligence may have been different, slower, deeper, more connected to natural patterns. They watched the sky every night, for years, for generations. They didn't just study it, they lived with it. What if we lost something? As humanity advanced, we gained technology, but we may have lost something else. The ability to observe deeply, to notice patterns over long periods of time, to connect with the natural world in a direct way. And in that loss, we may have lost a kind of understanding. The question that remains, did ancient humans truly know more about space than we do? Or did they simply understand it differently? Because knowledge is not only about data, it is also about perception. And perhaps their perception allowed them to see something we no longer can. And if ancient humans did understand something about space that we've lost, then the next question becomes even more mysterious. Where did that knowledge come from? And why does it appear all over the world? More about space itself. Long before telescopes, long before satellites, long before modern science even existed, ancient civilizations were already tracking the movement of planets, predicting celestial events, and aligning massive structures with incredible precision to the cosmos above. And the deeper we look, the harder it becomes to explain how, because some of what they knew, they shouldn't have known.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.
Knowledge across civilizations. Across the world, ancient cultures developed similar understandings of the sky. The Egyptians aligned their monuments with specific stars. The Maya tracked planetary movements with remarkable accuracy. The Sumerians recorded celestial patterns in some of the earliest known writings. Ancient Chinese astronomers mapped the heavens in great detail. Different continents, different languages, different timelines, and yet a shared understanding of space. How is it possible that so many civilizations, separated by vast distances, arrived at such similar knowledge? The problem of isolation. In the ancient world, civilizations were largely isolated. There were no global communication systems, no shared databases, no way to instantly exchange knowledge. And yet, similar astronomical concepts appear across cultures. This suggests one of two possibilities. Either humanity discovered the same knowledge independently, or the knowledge came from a shared source. A source lost in time. If there was a shared source of knowledge, where is it now? History records the rise and fall of civilizations, but it does not always preserve everything. Knowledge can be lost, destroyed, forgotten. What if there was once a civilization older than any we know that understood space far more deeply? And what if fragments of that knowledge survived, scattered across the world? The sky as a map. Some ancient traditions suggest that the stars were not just observed, but used as a map, not only for navigation across Earth, but for something greater. A guide to understanding the structure of the world, or perhaps the structure of reality itself. Alignments that defy chance. There are alignments in ancient structures that seem too precise to be accidental. Massive monuments positioned to match celestial events. Structures oriented toward specific stars at specific times. These alignments required not just observation, but prediction, an understanding of how the sky changes over time. This level of knowledge suggests something more than simple curiosity. It suggests intention. The possibility of inherited knowledge. If ancient civilizations inherited knowledge, then they were not the origin, they were the continuation, carrying forward ideas they may not have fully understood, preserving patterns they knew were important, even if the original meaning had been lost. What they may have seen. When ancient humans looked at the sky, what did they see? Not just stars, but connections, movement, relationships between objects, a system that was alive with meaning. They may have seen the sky not as empty space, but something structured, something purposeful. A different way of seeing. Modern science looks outward. It measures, it calculates, it explains. But ancient perception may have worked differently. It observed slowly, quietly, over long periods of time. And through that observation, patterns emerge. Patterns that cannot be rushed. The limits of modern understanding. We often assume that modern knowledge is superior, more advanced, more complete. But advancement does not always mean understanding. It means progress in one direction. Ancient knowledge may represent progress in another, one we no longer follow. The possibility of forgotten connection. What if ancient humans were more connected to the universe, not technologically, but perceptually? More aware of cycles, more aware of patterns, more aware of their place within something larger. And over time, that connection faded. The question of origin returns. If ancient humans knew more about space than we think, then we must ask again, where did that knowledge come from?
Was it discovered slowly? Passed down from a lost civilization? Or something else entirely? A possibility beyond history. There are ideas that exist outside of conventional history. Ideas that suggest knowledge may have come from beyond Earth. From observers, from visitors, from sources we cannot confirm, but cannot fully dismiss. These ideas remain unproven, but they persist because the mystery remains. The sky as a reminder. Even today, the stars remain unchanged. They continue their movements, their cycles, their silent patterns. They are a reminder of something constant, something ancient, something that existed long before us and will exist long after. What we may have lost. As humanity advanced, we gained tools, technology, precision, accuracy. But perhaps we also lost something. The ability to observe without distraction, to notice patterns without interruption, to spend generations studying the same sky. And in that loss, we may have lost a deeper understanding. The final question returns. So we return to the question. Did ancient humans know more about space than we do? Or did they understand it in a way we no longer can? Because knowledge is not only about information. It is about perception. And perception changes over time. The quiet sky. Tonight the sky looks the same as it did thousands of years ago. The same stars, the same patterns, the same silent movements. Ancient humans stood beneath this sky and saw something meaningful, something structured, something worth studying for generations. And now we stand beneath that same sky, with more technology, more data, more answers. And yet, perhaps fewer questions. So the next time you look up at the stars, ask yourself, are you seeing everything that is there? Or just everything you have been taught to see? Because the greatest mystery may not be how much we know about space, but how much we have forgotten. And if ancient humans truly understood something about the universe that we no longer do, then maybe the future of discovery is not ahead of us.